Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I'm Platter videos, series of videos I've been doing for a while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that at the time I'm doing this, folks, I didn't come up with an immediate thing to tie in to the review at this segment of my intro. So we're just going to move along. Whilst we're moving along, I am inside the truck. I'm going to eat some stuff. I'm going to talk about it. That's how the format of the show goes. I'm also wearing a coolest shirt. Folks, when I wear a cool shirt, provided I remember, because I forgot to do it in my last review, I like to highlight the shirt. What cool shirt am I wearing? Boom! Head PE shirt. I've worn this one in a number of videos. I like Head PE. They're a very solid band. They've been around for quite a while. At this point in time, the lead singer is the only original member, as far as I understand. Really, really great to see live. In fact, I actually have a few videos that I've taken over the years that I've seen them perform. In case you're interested, they are also on this channel, because aside from doing food stuff, I also post up concert videos. But really, really good band. Again, excellent to see live. Like, anytime I've brought people to see Head PE, they've become fans. So, but Head PE aside, folks, what am I trying for y'all today? What are we doing? Well, I just got through doing some certified organic lemonade from Chipotle, and I alluded to it in there, because, folks, we're doing something from Chipotle, which will be the first thing I've ever done from Chipotle on this channel. And specifically, we're going to do, boom, it's a burrito. And, oh boy. Yeah, I'm just saying, folks, I'm not hating on the fact that they gave me enough toppings to burst out, but, you know, I feel like they maybe could have made that work a little bit better. All right, let's try to get a decent picture for the thumbnail, because it's a big-ass burrito. But maybe. Big-ass burrito. Big-ass burrito? Oh, yeah, that'll do. So, yes, folks, but it isn't just any burrito, because part of the reason why I've never done anything from Chipotle is that they don't really do much that's all that interesting from what I've seen. Like, I've eaten at Chipotle, for sure, but I need something to go off of, because everybody's had Chipotle at this point in their life. They're not a new thing. Hell, I remember when they were a new thing, and it was a badge of honor if you could eat an entire Chipotle burrito amongst my group of friends. And my friend Mike was the only person at that time who could do it. No, folks, this is a Sofritas burrito. What is Sofritas? It is a plant-based protein burrito. I've gone over there. I've done a few of these plant-based things on the channel. I did the orange chicken from Panda Express. I did the plant-based nuggets from KFC. Black bean sandwich from Dunkin' Donuts. Did a veggie dog from Portillo's. I've just been giving it a go. So, I am not in any way, shape, or form vegan or vegetarian, but I do like to do reviews for these because, for one, I'm interested, seeing how things go. And then on top of that, I like to provide it because I have occasionally had people ask me to do these things. So I figure, might as well. Now, aside from the Sofritas, I got brown rice, I got black beans, I got corn, little cheese, and some guacamole. Normally, I would have gone over there and gotten some, some hot sauce or salsa in it, but I figured that might overpower the taste of things too much, so. But anyway, folks, let's try a burrito. I've been yammering. Just a yammering guy. It's what I do, I yammer. Burrito! Oh. I'm gonna get some guacamole. Guacamole's good. I like guacamole. I don't eat it a lot, but it's good. Mmm. burrito-y. That's actually really good. I haven't been to Chipotle in a very long time. It definitely went heavy on the guac. Which isn't a bad thing, but it sort of creates a little bit of an issue because, again, the whole reason why I didn't get the salsa, because I didn't want it to overpower things. The guac kind of takes the front and center stage here. I mean, honestly, it just tastes like a really good Chipotle burrito. Like, because the thing is, I could go over there, maybe I could have gotten some tacos or something like that. That would have been a little bit more representative of the Sofritas, specific taste. But the thing is, I don't typically get tacos when I go to Chipotle. I get a burrito. So if I'm going to do this, I want it to be somewhat authentic to my personal experience. So even though, yeah, like I would say, I think the guac, they maybe overdid it a little bit with it. So it's kind of taking more of the, center stage than I maybe would have preferred. At the same time, like, I don't hate anything about this. The guac is nice and fresh. The Sofritas, when I get it, like, honestly, this works out almost perfectly for a plant-based format because you have so many things going on. You'd honestly be sort of hard-pressed to go over there and say, okay, well, that's not like normal meat. Because there's so many flavors going on. The Sofritas, when you do go over there and get, decent mouthful of it, it tastes marinated, it tastes good. The texture aspect of it, which can be a point of contention when you have these plant-based products, it's not so much of an issue here because you have so many other textures. And honestly, normally I get barbacoa when I go to Chipotle as my protein source. And, the barbacoa has definitely got a stronger taste to it. It's more prominent in the burrito. But at the same time, like, I don't feel like the Sofritas isn't there, even though it has so much more kind of working, against / with it. Obviously with, the beans and the guac and everything. And genuinely, like I said, typically I would get barbacoa. I would get some salsa. This is kind of a nice counterpoint. It reminds me a little bit. They had the, I think it was called the Cantina Burrito from Taco Bell. And that, like, emphasized, it was, like, trying to be a little bit more of an upscale burrito. I'm actually sad they got rid of it. I liked it. This kind of is a similar thing. It feels not as heavy as the normal burrito I would get from Chipotle because the Sofritas is a little bit, it's not as prominent with the flavor, but it's still there. And it's not as punchy. And then, instead of the salsa, I got the guac, which is a nice, fresh tasting alternative. I actually am perfectly down with this. Like, because again, I could have chosen a better representation of the Sofritas, but I will say this, folks. In a burrito, it honestly works perfectly fine. It might not be your favorite version of things, but a lot of it just comes down to the marinade and stuff like that, because in terms of coming up, sort of representing a meat, which is kind of what it's trying to do. It's tasty because it's marinated, and in terms, like I said, in terms of the texture and everything, it's already in a burrito, so it just honestly works. I'm down with this. I think that as a plant-based protein delivery system, Chipotle Burrito does a really good job. Genuinely. Now that said, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it to people? Would I get it again? Maybe. Thing is, like I said, I don't go to Chipotle a lot. And typically, if I am going to go to Chipotle, I'm probably going to go more for my standard burrito type with the barbacoa and the salsa. But I could see it being a thing. I could see getting it again as in this format. You know, having a more fresh sort of burrito, if there is such a thing. Now, whether or not I would recommend it to people, I guess so. I guess so, because, I mean, look, if you're not somebody who's into the whole, plant-based protein stuff, obviously it's not for you. Some people take issue with it. I don't understand why. You don't have to eat it. But some people, if you're not into it, I don't think it's going to change your opinion. But if you're somebody who maybe, you want to go over there and try that stuff out, I think it's a good option. And if you're somebody who actually does like that type of stuff, I don't think there's a reason not to. I mean, now mind you, if you're vegan or what have you, obviously be careful with the other ingredients and stuff because they are made close to one another. But I can get down with it. I can't hate that. It tasted good, and that's what food's supposed to do, regardless of what it's based off of. Anyway, folks, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of the day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of the year. Folks, you can go over there and have yourselves a truly burrito-tastic rest of your life. Because, folks, burritos, they're like one of the best food delivery systems ever. It's just, let's take all this delicious stuff, let's wrap it up together. It'll be this giant, delicious thing. You can take it with you, or you can eat it, sitting down. It's great. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, that's not always the easiest thing to do in the world. I know it. Believe me. And some of you might be watching this, but Brandon, life is a and it's not all just Chipotle burritos. I agree. I 1,000% agree. And there's going to be times out there, folks, when you might go over there and let your asshole slip out because it just happens. But that's why I put try at the beginning of that, because at the end of the day, it's about the effort. It's about trying to do better. And when we find ourselves in those situations where, maybe we're a little bit asshole-ish, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there and you're going to go to Chipotle, and you're going to get yourself a Sofritas. Am I saying that correctly? I'm going to say I'm saying that correctly. Sofritas. You're going to get yourself a Sofritas-based dish while you're there. And maybe you're going to go over there and you're going to enjoy it more than you thought you were. Maybe you go over there and you're like, you know what? Maybe I need to try more new things in my life because maybe those experiences that I'm somewhat hesitant to partake in might be more worthwhile than I had originally anticipated. So maybe you're over there now, you're doing skydiving and windsurfing. You're like a regular poster child for just, radical entertainment, right? Whole thing. And initially it's going to be a little bit weird because, we're not exactly in radical times anymore. But folks, everything is circular. So eventually we're going to get back to the radical times and you're going to be ahead of the curve. Okay? That's how you win. Or conversely, just get yourself a delicious burrito, whether it's plant-based or not, from wherever you want. Your favorite burrito spot. There's definitely better places than Chipotle. Bye!